All right. Happy Easter. Happy last day of March. Happy last day of quarter one. Yeah, happy day. um, oops, I forgot. Um, I have redone the poll yet again. It did not last even the 24 hours, or I mean the 48 hours, excuse me, between the last session, because I did redo it after the last session, and it did not keep the poll option up. So, hooray! So now I know that polls do not last very long at all. um, so there is that. But there's the poll, but for the thumbnail, in case you need another peek at it, I can pop that up. Present, share screen, window. Here is the thumbnail options. So I have decided to call them the Doctor of Meowgic and Catastrophes, or the Doctor of Wish Fulfillment and Escapism. So please make sure that you vote for your chosen professor. But that is there for you to vote on. Again, that'll stay up through one or two polls before we close it down. I did. I decided to dye some eggs because we hadn't done that in several years. So, I of course forgot the trick with vinegar to make the colors pop, because the vinegar essentially, it's a very light acid, or very very weak acid. So it essentially starts to eat away at the eggshell. So then the dye can permeate a little bit better, so you get a more vibrant color. So if you have not dyed eggs in a while or ever, don't forget to add the white vinegar. Because that was that. But they came out relatively nice. Let's see if I can get, I probably should just post this on Instagram or something, but I got a variety of colors. So yeah, that was how I spent part of my morning. Was hard boiling and dyeing some eggs. We'll use them and eat them, of course, because, I did not do anything fancy with wax. I was just like, let's make some eggs and dye them pretty colors. So there's that. Also, yesterday we opened up the Dawdling Salon, and I trimmed Mom's hair and Mom trimmed mine, rather than go to like the salon, and because all I wanted was just like a straight cut across the bottom. That's all she wanted as well for a trim. So it's like, that's easy enough. Like, we can get a decent home haircut from that. But yeah, what else? Oh, Saturday I went with Bestie to the farmer's market. So that was kind of fun to see the local farmer's market. They had several jewelry tables. They had one pottery table. They had, I think, like three or four like bakery slash pastry setups. There was one guy who made fresh pasta. And so he had like a little display of the different types of pasta, and then so you would point to or ask for whichever one you wanted, and then he would get it out of the cooler in the back. That way he didn't have to leave out the pasta, which I thought was a good thing. There were also some like curry and spices, some tea stations, some, things like that. And they had one lady who had made beeswax bowls for candles, but the bowl was made out of wax, which I thought was interesting. Lots of dogs, very dog friendly place. And then we went to try mochi nut, which is like I think it's a Korean donut shop, donut and drink, and they had lots of things on the menu, but they were one of their main things was the donuts. But yeah, so it was a fun time. There was nobody that had um crochet, interestingly enough. I kind of expected at least one station or one table to have crochet. And maybe the vendors change every week. I'm not sure. Um, but parking was free, so that was bonus. So, it wouldn't hurt to go again and see if the vendors change. And because I know one vendor we talked to, she had these beautiful, beautiful gourds that she had made into like vases and bowls or like cookie jars and things like that. And she said she grew the gourds on her property and then dried them over winter. And then she decorated them with alcohol ink. She had to like prime them first or whatever, but they were beautiful. Got her card. It's not way up there. Anyway, so there was one that Bestie sort of was attracted to. So that was her belated birthday present. And then she told me about my belated birthday present. She got us tickets in December for a Final Fantasy orchestra concert, which is like, we went to one together before. Although I think, was that one Final Fantasy? Yes, that one was Final Fantasy. So adventurous yesterday. And then we came back to our place and let her baby run around the backyard and then all the way down the street to the cul-de-sac and back. So lots of fun. But yeah, it was a fun day. And then the salon, the dawdling salon happened in the afternoon/evening, and all that. So good times. But I was surprised at how busy the farmer's market was. Maybe it's just because I haven't been to that many farmer's market. But it was very busy. So we had to wait a while before we found a parking spot. So anyway, Rachel says hello and hugging the like button. You'll be taking your dinos into battle in Ark Survival Ascended at 2 p.m. Eastern today. So you'll have to join us later or catch you tomorrow. Gotcha. Good luck with the dino battle. And Rachel says, enjoy writing, everyone. Enjoy. Yes. Professor Kitty McKittigans, for sure. Yes. Megan says, I'm going for the blue hunk. He is kind of a blue hunk, right? Yeah. Let's see. Diane says, hello all. Thank you so much for having these sprints. You're welcome. I did do some sprints by myself this morning in order to catch up because I had on Friday, I had 14,000 that I needed to write in order to get to the 180,000 for this quarter. So I did some extra work Friday night and I did some work yesterday night. So now I am left with, and I did some this morning. So today, I should hit the 180. I think maybe in the first or second sprint. So then I'll be able to change the Kanban board over, which will be nice. So Megan says, he looks a bit tough, but he's got a lot going on in his head too, which is your weakness. Yes. Yeah. Intelligent men. There's something nice about that. He looks like he can calculate stuff and do the math for you. Yes. Yes. And squash all of the bugs I don't like. Yes, exactly. Diamond says, hello, afternoon, everybody. You'll be working on your texting stories, your writing text stories. Your computer has completely died, so you're going to have to go buy a new one. Oh, no. It's a good thing we can write so much on our phones or via our phones, which is a great option. Of course, there's always paper and pencil, too. So, Megan also says, oh, no, to the dead computer. In the meantime, you're going to be doing your writing text stories on your YouTube channel today during the sprints. Excellent. Good. I'm glad you have an option. Diane says, I'm doing some editing on the book. You're going through the entire thing, making sure you have the right verb tense. Yes. Take breaks when you need them because that is both tedious and sort of like you have to stay so focused. Keiko says, my YouTube is back to the original layout. Yay! No more beta testing. So you're super happy about it. The chat was immediately there and didn't load for minutes. on while reloading. Gotcha. Yay. Excellent. Diamond says, yeah, it won't turn on anymore. Oh, no. And you do not know what happened. So in the meantime, you're enjoying your writing text stories until you get a new one. Gotcha. Keiko wants to know how everybody is. Megan says, if you take it to a repair place, meaning the computer, they might be able to get your files off of the dead computer. That is good. That is an option too. Yes. CB says, hello, you're fixing dinner right now. And once you've eaten, you'll join in with the writing. Excellent. Good, good. Francis says, hello, hello. Just lurking today. Lurk away. Enjoy. Keiko says, hi to Francis. Francis says, hey, hope you're having a lovely time playing The Sims. Yes, you just missed the end of Anne's stream. You had drama with your Sims. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see. This was in regards to the dyed eggs. Yes, yes, yes. Party. Regina says, hello, friends. And Becca. Yes. Francis says to Keiko, you didn't do the whole sprint either because of family stuff, trying to get some words in now, though. Excellent. Yay. Yes, camp starts for you today. You still need 1,361 words. Yeah, because you are several time zones ahead. So what do you have? Like, is it 2 or 3 hours? I think it's more than that, though. I don't know why I feel it's like evening time for you, which will be definitely more than 2 or 3 hours ahead. But let's see. Regina said, or Becca says hi to Regina. CB says, yes, yeah, fresh pasta goes bad real quick if it's not kept cool. Yeah, so I thought that was a good way to ensure the safety of both the pasta and the people buying it. So that was nice. Yes. Yes, yes. There was a, I want to say he had maybe, let's see. I know there were, I think 3. I want to say he had maybe like 6 to 9. I want to say maybe 9 types of fresh pasta. But yeah. Yes, mochi donuts. They were much more, they were chewier on the inside, but they're very tasty. Yes. CB says, I made that mistake once with the whole wheat lasagna sheets and not keeping it cool. Gotcha. You found it in the cleaning cupboard 6 months later. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because it doesn't have the preservatives in it. And maybe it's not as dry. Because I feel like the ones you buy in the store are like super dried. I could be wrong with that. It was fun. It was fun. Yes. Diane says, I'm so thankful for these sprints. Me too. Megan says, I have never been to a non-busy farmer's market. And it's just like, I don't think I have been to that many like smaller markets. I know that my mom took us when we were young to some really large farmer's markets. And so my impression of farmer's markets are ones that are like massive. And so there's huge aisles between things. There's like space between each vendor. And like more permanent installation type farmer's market rather than just like using one of the arenas or the tennis court type things. So I think that was my impression of a farmer's market since I was a child, was like a massive one. And I'm going to have to ask her where that was, because I know like we bought specific things from it. So like our Easter baskets, for instance, there was a lady at the massive farmer's market that mom took us to when we were young that made baskets. And so that was where we got our fancy Easter baskets. So like I'm remembering this as I'm talking to y'all about this, but yeah. So I just don't think I have that much experience with going to different farmers markets, because I know we went several times to that big one. And we had a flea market near us when we lived in our previous place. And so we would go there more often for like a market type thing. And so there wasn't as much food and like craft things. It was more, I don't know. So again, like I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm going to start going more often. They also have like a Wednesday night, smaller farmers market that I may try out, but I know it'd have to be after a certain time because where the Wednesday night one is located, normally you have to pay for parking. So that one's not as as attractive because you'd have to wait for that time frame. So, Erin, hello. You're about to have a breakdown over not making a lot of progress today, but you saw this, and now you have a reason to be productive. Yay! Excellent. Yes, hopefully we will get through the comments and then get to sprinting. Hello, hello, Coffee Crate Connect, JL. Today's been hectic, but it looks like you may be in the eye of the storm. Ooh, that'd be nice. A little bit of a break. You're going to get to some writing while things are quiet. How is everyone? I am good. I am good. Cool Gamer says hello. Hello. Welcome. Diamond says thanks for the advice on the repair option. Let's see. CB says UK is 4 hours 56 minutes until Camp Nano starts. Oh goodness. Yeah, that's closer. Megan says no problem. Keiko says, oh yeah, the drama. Okay, and this is the Sims drama. Is that correct? I think this is the Sims drama. Your legacy heir and her stepsister were at prom with their significant others. Heir and girlfriend have the time of their lives, but the stepsister wants to dance with her boyfriend, who is for some reason super angry and then yells at her on the dance floor. Other than that, the Sims session was bug-free. Good. Dog says, oh no, one of the roommate's cats turned into a howler monkey. She's not spayed yet. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Indeed. Uh-oh. CB says, I've only ever seen farmers markets on TV. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, do the farmers over there have like little stations that you can go to out by the side of the road and like you leave the money and you take the eggs, or you leave the money and you take the, I don't know, rhubarb or whatever? Is it just like per farmer's thing, or is it just like all in the grocery stores? The cat stays inside and all the boys are neutered. It's just the poor little thing going in. Yeah. That's sad. Poor soul. Would catnip help, or would that make things worse? I don't know. I do not know how that would work with the poor kitty. Alexis says hello. Hello. Welcome. Becca says, I'm determined to finish my homework this stream. Then you have the next week off for spring break. Ooh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Regina says, hooray for spring break. Yes. You're pretty sure farmers market are probably a thing here. Ina Garten goes to the Amber Waves one in the Hamptons, but you don't drive. So yeah, so it's harder to get to them. I wonder if there's one in town though. Like they would, I don't know. You might have to look into it, see if there's a thing. Regina says, I'll be doing the homework next Sunday instead. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's pull a card and then we will get to the sprinting. Let's see. Ooh, the porcupine. Time for beginner mind. So, which is appropriate heading into the new month and the new quarter, right? Porcupine. All right, here is our porcupine. So when the porcupine calls your name, you are being asked to adopt a beginner's mind and to approach situations with innocence and curiosity. The old, confining stories no longer have a hold on you. Life is full of surprises hidden in plain sight. Looking at the world afresh with new eyes can help you find what you have been seeking, whether it is a relationship, an opportunity, or evidence that you have all you need right now to create what you desire. Who knew? The porcupine asks you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. There is so much waiting for you that you have yet to discover. So there you go. There is our porcupine who encourages you to take a new look at something, new perspective, have a childlike curiosity. But yeah, I like that. So there is our card for today. Which also kind of implies that it may be good to start a new project tomorrow. If you were curious as to whether or not you were supposed to start a new project or if you were supposed to finish an old one, then I'll leave that up to your interpretation as what you want to do. Do you want to start a new draft and look at it with new eyes, or do you want to start a new project? Up to you. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and we'll do the beach timer. I don't know why, but I've just really been enjoying the wave and water sounds. So, porcupines are quite large. Yes, larger than you expect. So, oh yeah, the prehensile-tailed porcupine. Yes, yeah, they're a little odd looking. R.A. Morley says, "Happy Easter, everyone. Hope we're having a fantastic day." Becca's like, "New project." Yes. All right, let's share the screen. And don't forget to vote for the poll. Again, for whichever professor you are interested in, the cat professor, the doctor of meowgic and catastrophes, or the genie doctor, who is the doctor of wish fulfillment and escapism. Whichever your preferred professor is, make sure you take a vote for that. And let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. So, 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that you are hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how did we do? I wound up spending more of that sprint editing, and going back the last like 4 chapters or 4 scenes, 4 large chunks, I should say, and fixing formatting with that for issues formatting and specific word choices, because I had used the wrong word. So fun times. Let me save. I did get 205 like proper words before I started obsessing about the word choice. So, but I went ahead and I fixed it, because if I didn't, I'd forget and I would just leave it there. So we have fixed that word choice issue for the last 4 chapters, which is when I had done the switch. So, hooray. So I should be able to, I've just got about half of a scene left to do that word choice check, and then I will be able to get back to the writing portion. So, yeah, that's where we are. That's what's happening. Let's see. There was still a little bit of talk about the prehensile-tailed porcupine. They're cute. They have like a weird little, in case you don't know what they look like, prehensile-tailed porcupine. Let me look up images, and then I will be able to share screen. So they have a cute little nose, and they have a little tail that they can manipulate. Look at that. So cute. Anyway, yes. So that is what a prehensile-tailed porcupine looks like. Also, since there are more visitors, more writers, here is the poll options for the poll for today's thumbnail. Which professor would you choose? The Doctor of Meowgic and Catastrophe, or the Doctor of Wish Fulfillment and Escapism? That is your choice for the poll today. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll leave that up for a minute while we find where we were. Anyway, they look very fluffy, even the babies, but they're not fluffy. No, it's a little spiky. little bit of spiky. RA and Keiko said hi. CB said, I'm finishing my replan of the Camp Nano project. Excellent, because that starts tomorrow. Stacy is here. Hello, hello. Finished lunch. Fantastic. Good. Diamond just finished your first writing by texting story for tomorrow. Now you're going to work on the second one, and it's going pretty good so far. Excellent. Jenna is here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Jenna runs sprints as well and is part of the Heart Breathings community. So make sure you check out Jenna's channel for writing advice, but also extra sprinties. CB says, I have 8 headings left to fill out in this new version of the plan. Nice. Excellent. Jenna says, hope you're doing well. I am. I've had a nice adventurous weekend and yet still relaxing. Diane is still editing for verb tense. Yeah, that takes a while. Becca says, working on the script I have to record for my homework assignment. Then I have to edit together a keynote presentation for it. Still a ways to go, but at least you're making progress. Keiko says, 37 words. You got distracted by a video. What was the video about? Was it about prehensile-tailed porcupines? Just out of curiosity. Erin finished reading your homework assignment, so now you know what to do on it. Yay! That is always a good first step. is check what you need to do. CB says, my original version of the plan was exactly the same as the novel you just scrapped. You've moved it to later on in the series. Ah, okay. So changing timelines and things. Diane says, I'm about a third of the way through the book doing the verb tense checking. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's going to take a while. Megan took the dogs out and started boiling water for mac and cheese. Lovely. I asked Mom to pick up some of the non-dairy shredded cheese because I was tired of not being able to put cheese on my tacos. So yes, so now I have some fake mozzarella and fake cheddar, which, not gonna lie, I added some to the taco doings, and then I had a little bit to nibble on just because I miss cheese so much. Like, I know that there are harder cheeses that say that they do not have like naturally occurring lactose, but sometimes they still are not quite lactose free enough. So Keiko says, they're so cute. This is in regards to the porcupines. They have yellow skin. I did not know that. CB thinks they look almost like Pokemon. They do kind of look like Pokemon. Diane is back with hot coffee and a snack. Excellent. Diane is excited to see Jenna. Keiko says, yeah, I know we have zoo shows in Germany, and in one they showed that the pair of the porcupines had a baby. So the keepers wanted to check the gender, and they got 3 layers of gloves. Yeah. Keiko says it was not a video on the porcupines. It was a video on YouTuber who reports about the daily life in Japan once a month. Gotcha. Diane slightly refrained, but not really refrained from asking Megan who let the dogs out. Megan's mac and cheese is hickory barbecue with aged cheddar. That sounds delicious. CB says cheese, chocolate, and butter are about the only dairy products I can have now. Yeah, I can't even have all that, which sucks. Because I like all 3. Grape fried, Vesha, hello. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing good. With the exception of pollen, but I am doing good. I did when I went out yesterday with Bestie to the farmer's market and out and about, I wore a mask because I was like, I could do with an extra layer of protection away from the pollen, and it worked. I did not have a migraine yesterday, which is fantastic. So another reason to have some extra masks on hand. Megan says to Diane, I learned that this year that's actually a feminist song. Nice. I'll have to go look at the lyrics again because, yeah. I mean, the song is all over the place in Georgia because UGA and the Bulldogs. So it is more in this state. It feels like it's more of a college football thing than a feminist thing. But I'll have to go and double check the lyrics because I hadn't thought about it being feminist. But that is very cool. Thong says, is it? Cool. Also, had no idea. So there you go. All right. Let's get back to, I think, this sprint, if I can get through this last half of the scene for those word choice changes. And then I can, if I get about 400 words, let me check and see if that's correct. About 300 words. If I have 300 to 350 words, if I can hit that mark, I will be at 180,000 for the quarter, which means that I can move that last blue sticky and then I can change over my Kanban board. So that's my aim, is get at least 350 this sprint. So there we go. All right, don't forget also to vote in the poll. And also don't forget, second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something you want to promote that is adjacent, oops, sorry, y'all. If you have something that is writing adjacent, please make sure to promote that during this second sprint. So that means if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, websites, blogs, social media handles, any of that kind of stuff that is writing adjacent, let us know where to find you. Also, especially if you have an Amazon author page, if you have books out, if you have books out soon, if you have books out recently, or books on sale, let us know where to find you and your books. Just remember, if you do not have a blueprint of power, you will not be able to post direct links. So you just have to tell us where to find you. That being said, my self-promo is just, if you are not subscribed, please consider it. That is that. All right. Here we go. So 1, save your document. 2, take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten the spine. Roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I think I just finished the next scene. So I did go back to the previous scene that I was working with the word choice, fixed the what was left of that, and then I continued writing. And yes, I have gotten my 350. So I am now over 180,000 for the quarter. Yay, that was my goal. So I can now, during the next sprint, take down this Kanban and reset it. I did make the stickies on a previous stream, so I have those off to the side ready to go up. I think I'm going to leave this orange, can't really see it, but that orange went up until later tonight. I'm trying to finish one more book so that way I can kind of keep on track of at least one book like completely finished per week. I've started way more than that, but I need to be finishing things. And I need to be focusing more on my like physical TBR than on my ebook TBR or my translated stories. But anyway, that's for next quarter to tackle. Anyway, I'm trying to finish at least one more, and I have two options of things that I want to finish and think I can get finished today. So in terms of reading. But anyway, so yeah, how we doing? I'm gonna mark this last word. Don't forget, second sprint was the self-promo sprint. So if you need to do some self-promo, please make sure you're doing so. Let me scroll up. Megan recommends looking at the history of Who Let the Dogs Out. And Thog discovered that the phrase who let the dogs out was towards men who catcalled. Did not know that, so that is good to know. Megan has a link for us. If you want to know what ableism is and how it shows up in the real world, check out Megan's latest post, and here is the link for that. Or you can check out all the things that Megan does. Here's the link for that. Keiko says, I got new words in. You're at Andy's stream, and we have all the vivid discussion and recs for Eastern cakes and all that. Nice. Diamond is still working on your second story, but is going really good so far too. Your characters are eating at a diner and having cheeseburgers and fries. Nice. CB's plan is now 1,814 words in total. Fantastic. Becca managed to write the script, now to record it. Amazing. CB says, I set myself a goal of writing 125 days straight, and you achieved that today. Yes, because I know you were keeping track, which is amazing. Megan says, I finished making... Apologies. You finished making and consuming mac and cheese, and then you were on social media. Your ableism post is now your second most popular post of the year, which is exciting. Yes. Congrats on reaching where you wanted to go. Thank you. Yes. Yes. I'm excited about it. So during this next sprint, I'm going to turn the camera off and I'll be taking these down. I'll be keeping the ones that I've finished in this cool little tin. It's kind of hard to see against the background of the books, but there is a tin with a lid there on the shelf, and so that's what they will be going into. And then I will be putting up the new stickies. So the next time you see it, it should be top heavy again. So that's generally what's going to happen. Regina says you have completed edits on 1,700 words. Amazing. Wonderful. Diane is still editing. Yes. Yeah, it takes a while. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on to the next sprinty sprint. Oh, I need to do the poll results, right? Should we do them after the next sprint? Give you one more shot. I don't know that there's anybody who still needs to vote, but we'll just go ahead and do them. Okay, here are your poll options again. And these are the ones that I'm going to go ahead and end the poll with. But we had the doctor as which professor you wanted. You have the doctor of meowgic and catastrophes, or you had the doctor of wish fulfillment and escapism. So I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. And our lovely doctor of meowgic and catastrophes is the favored professor. So there it is. I kind of had a sneaking suspicion that that might be the chosen professor, but still, it's still nice to see that our genie still got a couple of votes, which is good. 61% chose the cat, and 38% chose the genie. So there you go. I might continue to do something kind of similar for April, but I'm going to remember to write the options in the description so that I have that as reference for when the poll disappears. So, note to self. Anyway, so that is that. Let's go ahead and we will get our next timer up. Let's see. Was that the Babbling Brook or was that the... I don't remember. I think we just had the waterfall timer. Yes. I think. Sometimes my brain does not want to. Present. Share screen. Share screen. All right. So here we go. 1, save a document. 2, make sure that you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Sorry, I'm making a note. So I did reset my Kanban board, as you can tell behind me. So I've got down here, sort of at the bottom of the top section, I've got the 3 months in different colors for the writing. Then I've got sort of like outdoor and personal goals. I've got reading. I've got um, social media and or some other admin type tasks. And then I've got some other things in green. So I've got stickies. I've got stickies galore. I've gone ahead and I've kept the book number 13 over here on the doing tab section. It's middle section. So I've kept that one. I've kept my next 10 for here on YouTube. I'm still counting by tens. I don't know why. I should probably count by fives, but whatever. But anyway, so I've got my next sort of like miniature mile marker for YouTube. And I've got one other. Oh, my outdoor thingy. So I've got 3 stickies currently in the doing. I did move that last writing sticky into the done category here in this little tin that's behind me. I also went ahead and during that sprint, I worked in my writing tracker to go ahead and get the next quarter set up for like automatic calculation. Color coded some things. So yeah, so it is going. I've also moved the first quarter sort of out of the way, so it's easier to see switch back and forth between the dashboard and the current month, that kind of thing. So stuff is happening. And then this coming sprint, I am going to be working on the quarter 1 review and quarter 2 action plan. Just sort of like journaling and reflecting on those. And then I will be able to move on to April's designs. So that's all set up for next week. For starting on Monday. I might go ahead and give myself some boxes or something just to change it up. I still need to figure out what tracker I'm going to use, so I need to do that. But anyway, so yeah, so finishing up Bujo tasks. I also need to pick a theme for April in terms of my reading journal, because January was sort of dark colors. Yeah, January was sort of like black and purple. And then February was I think the same in both bullet journal and bullet journal and reading journal. March was, I used my, I have to fill in these last 2, but I used my super wide cherry blossom landscape with the white deer. I used that. I tried to use my stamps to very little effect. So I need to actually fill in these 2 for books that I read, and then I need to choose a washi and or sticker pack to figure out what's April reading journal gonna look like. So yeah, so I think I finished at a scene point for finished a scene in the book the manuscript. So I think I might leave it there for now, and just work on the Bujo for the next sprint. I should say bullet journals, but yeah. So I'm excited. Anyway, let's see. Fog had to head out for work. Hopefully you have a good evening. Diamond says, still not finished with your texting story. You have them sending each other their outfits. You have time. You don't start posting tomorrow till 8 p.m. to finish it. So you could work on it during tomorrow's sprint. Gotcha. Megan is going to go take a nap. Got some work done with that sprint. So excellent. Yay. Keiko got 75 words. Not really doing a whole lot of working today, but you have 1,249 left. Gotcha. CB did some final rearrangements of the plan, and it's just as well because there are now less than 3 hours to go till camp starts for you. Are you going to go to bed first, or are you going to sort of like write in the camp, right in the new month? How are you feeling? Kate, hello. You're joining late, but wishing everyone happy writing and happy Easter to anyone who celebrates. No writing for me yet today, but working on a report instead. Hey, any progress is good because you'll get that out of the way so you can do your real writing, your fun writing. Diane says, good job. Thank you. Becca says, starting to make the slides for your presentation. Excellent. Good. Diane also got to the halfway point of this edit. Yay. Stacy got distracted while reading. Gotcha. CB is going to be starting at midnight. Okay, gotcha. So you took a nap earlier. Good. Alrighty. Sprint. We need another sprint. Sprint. Videos. Make sure we skip past the break time luau and get into there we go. Okay, just making sure it was all set up. All right, so 1, save your document, all the lovely progress that we have made thus far. 2, go ahead and take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, okay. Sorry, something blinked at me for a second. All right. So, I've been catching up my journal with another one that I DNF'd, and because I circled that one in yellow, so I knew it was a DNF. I need to go back to one of the other ones and highlight that it was on hiatus. So, yeah. Anyway, so made some progress with the journals, went back and checked sort of like their page numbers, their copyright date. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want the DNF title on my like A to Z challenge. It's like I read it, but I dropped it. So, like, should I put it on my A to Z challenge, or should I just wait until I finish one? I don't know. What would you guys do? Would you put it on your like title challenge? Your I'm talking about my reading journal for marking off the title alphabet, or the alphabet with the titles. Let me know. I'm trying to figure out like how best to do this. I did put one on here that was the hiatus one because I had read everything that was available. And until there is more, I can't read anymore. So I'm also, because of that, I'm kind of hesitant of like, do I try and mark off some of the romance trope bingos, because there is one on here that it would fit. So it's like, do I mark it off or do I not? Because it was a DNF. And then do I try and find a 52 challenge that works or not? So, trying to figure out whether or not it's still appropriate. Anyway. Becca says, mark it. You tried to read it. Okay. Fair enough, right? Let's see. Keiko says, I had to hunt a thingy that flew around my flat or my apartment. It looked harmless, but it was flying quite aggressively and wildly. I didn't want to take any chances. Yeah, I agreed. If it's flying around crazily and it's bothering you and it's going to bump into things, definitely. Either let it out or do away with it. One or the other. There is no in between. Got 229 words outside of chasing the thing. CB is adding naps to your schedule. Good plan. Kate says restructured the report a bit and started working on proof points. Fantastic. Becca's still working on slides for the presentation. Diane wants someone to come rub your shoulders. Fair enough. I'm weird about massages. Like, I'm perfectly fine giving somebody else like a back or shoulder rub or whatever, but I'm not good at receiving them. Like, it's not good. For me, I don't like it when other people try to give me massages. I think that's because usually my mom was the one trying to give it, like, as a reciprocal, like, oh, come rub my shoulders and I'll rub yours. But she doesn't do it well. I love her, but she does not give massages well. And so I never really enjoyed it when I was first exposed to that kind of thing. So I guess I will give you a shoulder rub, but I do not require nor request a shoulder rub in return. Becca says, mark it off. This was where, yes. Okay. Yeah. Stacy's got Easter dinner started. Fantastic. I should probably check and see if Mama's doing that or if I need to do that. Keiko got 597 for the day, which means you have to write 2,729 tomorrow to be up to par. Well, tomorrow is the first of the month. Are you not starting over, or are you doing like a specific, like for the year average type thing? You're particular about massages too. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm so wary of it because my moms are not great. That I sort of like tense up anytime somebody like tries to do that to me. So it's not like it was, it's just she doesn't do it well. That's all I can say. And so it never felt good. Keiko says, I started today, Camp Nano. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So you are already in camp time. Yeah, when people are bad at it, they can really hurt you. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't feel good. She claims mine feel good, and everybody else I've given back rubs to or shoulder rubs to says it feels good. So I'm glad that I'm not hurting people, but it's like, meh. Keiko says, mostly because I couldn't to yourself that pretty Google spreadsheet. Oh, that Katie and Virginia Romo did for everybody. So it's 31 days. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. Either it hurts or it's noodle fingers and does nothing but be irritating. That probably was the fourth sprint. Yes. Yeah, probably. We'll just take it off the screen. Stacy says, I like massages, but when I asked my husband for one, I think that's how we ended up with our kids. But you just wanted a back rub. Oh, yeah. One of my best friends, she's always sort of laughed because she and her mom are both super petite, but they had always had trouble conceiving. And both times with both my friend and her younger sibling, um, her mom had gotten sick, like with pneumonia, and then the doctor had given steroids to kind of help. And so then she had too much energy. And then both times, bam shabam, wound up pregnant. So that was always kind of an amusing story between us. We always thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, so I can also see how massages would be a trigger point. CB says the plan is now 4,077 words. Nice. It's almost 11 p.m. Wow. Okay. Yeah, close. Diane's laughing at Stacy's point. I know, right? Right? Anyway, it is 4:50. We could do a 10-minute sprint to wind up. So if you need like a 10-minute, just to get a few more words, or if you need some time to clean your desk, like I need, let's do the 10-minute NaNoWriMo unicorn face. This is just your reminder that I do have some NaNoWriMo googly eye timers that are silent with a bell chime at the end in case you want to use them for your own camp streams. But here you go. So we'll do a 10-minute sprint to end. And I think I'm going to spend some time sort of picking up my chaos. Anyway, save your document. Take a sip. Cheers. Three, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check, and make sure that you're not slouching. And if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 10 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I have a whole bunch of the Alphonse Mucha in either designs or inspired designs. And so I'm thinking that maybe those will be my sort of April reading, maybe. So some of those. But I also could just decide to slap some washi tape on there and be happy with that. So we'll see. We shall see. But anyway, I did pick up some of my area. Went ahead and marked those titles in the reading journal. So that is now more up to date. Shove my bookmark further in. It's all bent. So I think we're good. I think I am ready for tomorrow, April 1st, Camp Nano. So yeah, hopefully you will join me. I do have to make the streams. So that's one of the things I have to do tonight is make and schedule the streams. So let me write that down so I don't forget after dinner. Stream thumbnails. So, and hopefully I find a and again, if you are not slowly but surely making my way up to the monetized mark, but it's been slow, but that's okay. In the meantime, I've been getting plenty of writing done. So there we are. Kate says, thanks for the sprints. You're welcome. CB says the new plan is printing. Woohoo. Excellent. Diane's like, I'm nowhere near ready. Oh no. Stacy actually is enjoying being in your office because you completely rearranged it. That's fantastic. Is the sound cutting out? Well, I don't know if it is or not, but it's a good time to end it, and we shall see y'all again tomorrow. So, thank you very much. I will see y'all in Camp Nano. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and happy Easter. Bye.